My name is Mason Chisholm. Let me start off by asking, raise your hands who know what they want to do when they, what career they want to pursue. One, two, three, four. A couple of people. There's a lot of people that seem to not be quite sure what they want to do. So, I'm gonna keep my phone in my hand just so that I keep on track and I talk. I don't have stage fright. I will talk all day. Look at that, Justin, because we're talking about being on the pulpit. I will preach to you guys. So, let me first say, I was not a straight A student. I did just enough to get by. My senior year picture is me sleeping on the couch. I graduated second in my class somehow. I was regularly lecturing in class. Classes would stop for the teachers to tell me how I'm wasting my, just wasting my skills, and I should be doing better, apply myself, and you're lazy, have some ambition. They were right. So let me just say that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I was in high school. I went to Triple C. I graduated right after Ivan. Ivan just kind of messed up plans like crazy. SAT wasn't offered. That's American schools, like you take the SAT. SAT wasn't offered. We had sort of a careers thing going on, but it was, you're a doctor, you're an accountant, you're a lawyer. Are there any other jobs? I didn't know. For a period of time, I wanted to be a lawyer. I got the application and everything. I wanted to do accounting. Taking the classes, really good at accounting. But then taking the classes, I realized, I don't want to do this as a job. This isn't me. I'm creative. I can't just do the straight books. It's not me. Having no ambition, I was like, yeah, law school not happening. I'm not doing all that work. You're crazy. No way. An opportunity presented itself at Walker's to file in the evenings after school. And I got the position because I was the only kid in high school who had a resume. Not that I was qualified. I mean, what is qualified to file documents away? But I had a resume. So I got the job. About a few years later, I was then offered a full-time position. The head of the department pulls me into her office and she have a chat. That's kind of scary, right? Like, head of the department wants you in her office. Like, I don't want to see her in the hallway. We want to talk. I'm 18. You want a full-time position when you finish after the summer? Sure, I don't know what I do in my life. Didn't take the SAT. I have no idea what's to come. I'm even going to college. Am I just gonna be a bum? I mean, go fishing, right? So I got an offer, and she said, "We like your work ethic. You weren't fooling around with all the other kids when they were in the filing room and whatnot. We see that you're doing your job. You're dedicating yourself to your work." And because of that, I was offered a full-time position. I will go on and say now, right? I've never had a job interview in my life, ever. 15 years in the industry, never had a job interview in my life. About a year after having this position, my client decides, hey, we're gonna set up our own office in Kmart. So I'm in the jeopardy of losing my job because I didn't have any work. They were all I did. The client was so big, that's all I did. They offered me a position. I then trained my manager and moved over and helped him set up the office. 16 years later, I'm still there. We got acquired, and I work for the world's largest fund administrator. It's like, I have 25,000 coworkers, and there's like 100 offices. I can book an office, the CEO's office in New York. We're now remote working. I won't do that, it just feels weird, right? I want to work in the CEO's office. It's kind of, feels like sacrilegious. The point I'm getting to though, is over the course of those 16 years, I've had different jobs. I've done corporate admin, I've done IT, I've done sort of facilities, office admin, regular stuff, filing, document management, collecting couriers, paperwork. I've done user interface design. I've done corporate secretarial. In the course of that, multiple different things. And the reason I'm kind of making a big emphasis on that is I see some straight sort of career paths in the people before me. Mind you, I told you I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I was a little bit confused. Mentally, even though the door is just opened and I walked through, because I didn't have a job interview. Mentally, I was like this. What do I want to do? I rap with pause entertainment. At one point, I'm like, yeah, that's my career. Okay, rap career in Cayman is a little bit difficult. The market just not here. And worse, Christian rapper? Yeah, it ruffled it. But mentally, my career path was like this. And I did many different jobs. And in college, going for my degree, I have a bachelor's in business administration. It was supposed to be finance. Last minute, I dropped the last class and said, I don't think I want to do this. And decided, let's make it a business admin degree. And I dropped the finance class. I didn't take the finance class. Now, the reason I asked you guys, show of hands who know what they want to do, I think me speaking here is a little bit more for those who don't know what they want to do. She said it, it's okay to fail. I heard a preacher say once, it's okay to not be okay, it's not okay to stay that way. Yeah, you can fail. Get up and try again. Over the course of, my years in working where I'm working in the career, I've realized that there's not sort of one straight path to where you have to be. Where God, and I heard these people before me say it, what God has for you will be yours. But there's an important thing that you need to do. You need to walk in what He has for you. I have the wonderful hey, listen, adulting's overrated. It rough out there. Gas is what? Right? You hear people complaining in the States like, listen, y'all, chill. Right? I go to Foster's, $150, and I got 2 bags. Like, come on, it rough out there. I am privileged. It's not every day that I love my job, but I am privileged. I've been able to have good conversations with my coworkers. I've been able to preach the gospel in my office. I have that freedom. Not every office allows you to sort of be so upfront with your Christianity. I can be very upfront with my Christianity. As a matter of fact, one lady that I spoke with, I remember it was a Friday, it was like 5:30, she was like about to walk through the door, and we were talking, and she's like, yeah, I've been meaning to come back to church. Actually, was this church? And I was like, suppose you get hit down in the parking lot. Why are you waiting? You know what I mean? Tomorrow's not promised. And as she's walking out the door, hey, I don't know if that conversation had went anywhere. It was like, I don't know, a year and a half later, she left the company. And didn't know why she left, really. She's going off to seminary school to become a pastor. She became a Christian. And invited me, told me, yeah, it was a conversation you had with me. I'm like, with me? Which conversation? I don't even remember the conversation. Like, what? Didn't know the seeds I was planting. Now, I firmly believe, that my career should never, or anything I'm doing in life, should never impede with 3 F's. And I live by that, stand by it. Faith, family, and friends. My career should facilitate my ability to have family, friends, and should never come in the way of my faith. As a matter of fact, I look at my career as being able to help me witness and live out my faith. I'm part of Positive Ministries. I rap a little bit, I guess. I think God has a very big sense of humor having me rap. But hey, people listen, I'm like, okay, whatever. Spit some bars. Y'all ain't got time for that. She just like derailed my whole thought process, right? But you know, I played drums at Kimberl's Baptist. I played drums at Frank's Sound. I've been very involved in the churches I've been a part of. I think it is very important. I believe it is very important for us to be involved in our local churches. I'm stressing that a little bit, you know, getting a little bit real with you guys. Regardless of what career you have, regardless of what path you take on paying the bills, the 9 to 5, the vocation, and I'm aware being a pastor is also a vocation, sense, because you still got to pay the bills. It's the world we live in. Regardless of all of that, God can't take a backseat. You can't sort of love the gift more than the giver. So where God is opening doors for you, realize that it is God opening those doors for you. Yes, you have a responsibility to do certain things. Don't be like me and be a bum on the couch. I started off talking about have straight A's, somehow pass these tests, and was like, yeah, I'm good at taking tests. Let me say that. Really good at taking tests. I got second highest in the history of ICCI when I was there, their exit exam, and I didn't study one day. That's a weird flex, I know. I'm saying that, like, yeah, I'm good at taking tests. But imagine if I applied myself, right? Could have been first. It is okay that you don't necessarily know what you want to do now. Hey, you may never know. You might just be coasting. Pray that's not the case. At this point in my life, I'm trying to do a little bit of transition into user interface design more. Fell in love with doing it when I did do it at my company. It's not what I'm currently doing, but would love to get back into it. Career paths, being what they are, straight. Remember, you have a responsibility, but don't leave God out of it. Beg you, please, do not leave God out of it. Because I heard, I think it was McCray, say, one thing that scares me is not that I won't be successful without God. It is how successful I could be successful. I could be without God. And yet it won't mean jack. It won't mean a thing without God. Because one day, if you get to heaven, He's gonna ask you, hey, how much you making? We gonna see if we let you in. No. It's gonna be, what have you done with my son? And I think you want to leave it on that bombshell.